Hey, what's going on, gamers? It's Ryan 6 days a week, and we're just starting our first wipe of Dark and Darker Early Access, so this guide is going to be covering the best farming locations in the Goblin Caves, according to drop table data and loot spawn concentration, to get your stash filled with gold as soon as possible. Now, this guide isn't ordered with any particular ranking in mind, as your spawn will be random, so just do your best to memorize these locations so no matter what spawn you get, you can plan your route efficiently as possible with max profit in mind. Let's start by pointing out what to kill and where to do it. For some quick, uncommon, and rare trinkets, go for the two centipedes located at the northwest and eastern ends of the map. There's a 35% chance you get a ring or necklace with this mini-boss, according to the last pulled drop data. The northwest one is preferable, since there's also a large chest and a health shrine at that location. Outside of the occasional utility item, here's some examples of some centipede drops that my friends and I have gotten. If you want rare weapons and gear, kill the skeleton champion that spawns in the central module, or open the lever here, as there may be a second that spawns behind the hidden door. Once again, the best way to kill these is to bait out the attack chain and then return an attack when it is on cooldown, if you don't have a ranged option. It can also be glitched in the cave troll doorway, but I do think this will be patched soon. Here's a better shot of what exactly to do when fighting it. The loot table of the Skeleton Champion favors uncommon and rare weapons and armor, with a small chance to drop epics. Now, there's also a giant worm that you may summon at the southeastern side of the map, which made sense to kill pre-wipe, but now that the rune's gold hoard is removed, it really isn't too worth to farm. So honestly, I would skip this dude and use that time elsewhere. In terms of the more basic enemies, honestly, I just skip the goblins, unless I need XP or if they're in the way. If there's a basic mob to focus on killing for profit, go for the mummies, which can be found in this lower section of the map. Along with utility items, mummies also have a chance to drop gems and trinkets, which are definitely worth the time it takes to kill them. Gems, up to the rare tier, will always sell more than other dungeon treasures of the equivalent size, and trinkets, well, you could always use more rings and pendants. The best part about killing these mummies here is that it leads you to the cubby room. Now, I do think this will be nerfed sometime in the near future, since this is an actual gold mine. All you need to do is kill the goblin mage and 2 random goblins, and you gain access to 36 shelf slots. If you don't know, every single one of these slots has a chance to spawn a treasure, trinket, or utility item. Now that's a lot of gold. Oh, and if you haven't realized already, keep your lanterns to sell. Just an uncommon tier lantern sells for 20 gold each, putting it in line with other dungeon treasures, and it can be equipped in your offhand to save you some inventory space too. More often than not, my inventory actually fills up by the time I clear these mummies and shelves, so I love spawning in this lower section of the map. If you happen to get a more northern spawn, another great spot is this upper right hand corner that has some death beetles, goblins, and chests. Now, treasure from these chests and mobs are great, but what is really special about this location is the item spawn located on this bench. For some odd reason, this bench has a high chance to spawn a random rare item, which even includes cloaks. Not sure if this is intentional or an artifact from the playtest, but try to always check this bench since I've gotten a number of high value rares from it. The last location, which does take a little more time to clear, is this small room located at the bottom of the western module. After clearing a goblin mage and a couple warriors, you'll find up to 12 random treasures scattered around the floor, pots, and table. Not the highest value room, but more loot concentrated than other areas of the map, like the smaller yet more contested room located just above. Oh, and if you're in need of XP as well, there are plenty of goblins around that you can drag over traps and quickly kill. Okay, now to recap, centipedes for the rare trinkets, scaly champs for the rare gear, mummies for gems and more trinkets, cubby and floor room for treasures, and always check the special bench. Alright, thanks as always for watching, and I hope you have a good, fresh start. If you have any other Goblin Caves gold making spots that you don't mind sharing, feel free to comment down below or let me in on the secret live if I'm playing. I'll see you in the next video.